Hello everyone, Achadino over here, and today we are talking about Path of Exile 1 actually. Um, you may have not seen any of my content about Path of Exile 1 because I don't really make videos about it, apart from some leveling and extremes I did, but I just didn't post many things. Of course, I'm going to post the build that I did in Necro Settlers also, apart from my Settlers thing for the next week, just in time also for my current ideas for the build on the Legacy Phrecia event, but this is for the idols. This is talking about the new mechanic that has been, let's say, unveiled today, and it's going to be kind of like a Sanctum or PoE2 Trial of the Sekema inventory, let's say, where you can get idols, and they have said that they have up to two modifiers. You can have rares and also uniques. Of course, there are also magic idols that can drop. Those are likely to be most of the ones that you will see in the wild. Then sometimes you will get the idols that are rare. And as you can see, they can have very interesting mods. The percentage to contain 3 additional breaches and other things as you might expect come from Path of Exile 2. So we may get some of those mods also in Path of Exile 1. And then there is the thing about masters, like you can have likely only with 2 or 3 idols, because this is not the max roll, most likely, of idols to get 100% drop on things. You can have also the idols with keystones. In this case, as you can see, this is the crop rotation, and it's good that it's only one x1, so it's not super bothersome. And also, as you can see, there are many places where you can just put 2 of those 1x1s with no issues, or you can do your own thing. Now let's talk about what why these idols could be good or could be bad. Now I do want you to read everything, but the explanations that they do have not been well received from what I've seen. Let's say that it's not that deterministic, because if you are SSF, it's actually quite unlikely unless they drop a lot and you can reforge them, as you know, in the reforge bench, because we are likely to still be in settlers and other things. You can still have problems with getting the mods you actually want. You will get a lot of them. You will get super cool idols, like this one is very cool. You can have more legion encounters, and it's likely, of course, that if you get that 100% or more, you get more than one encounter. Strong boxes can be openable again, etc., etc. You can put a lot of those. But also, finally, for people that actually like haste, they get haste idols. As you know, right now there's only like 2 wheels and not many more. Or for example, this is if you want to go full in one mechanic. Like you really like Abyss. Like I kind of like Abyss. I do hate Soul Eater, but I like to get my jewels, and it's likely that I will get idols for that. But there will be no Atlas passive tree. What does it mean? Of course, we lose all of our um, 3 selections. Of course, as you might expect, this is not that well received amongst many people, because they kind of like going into early maps and getting that sense of progression. Also, a lot of points like the extra drop chance, and also you can actually block things that you don't want to happen. As you can see here, I have blocked blueprints, and I have also blocked blight and other things, and you just get what you want. And when you finish getting all of the Atlas points, do all of the invitations, they are gone. You don't have anything more to do. That's why I'm also kind of curious what they are going to do with invitations, because if you haven't played Path of Exile 1, you might know that you have some points that you can get from invitations, and when you fill them with some mechanics and some things, you get the reward of an extra map point. You also have the Eater of Worlds and the Syrian XR Progress. You can also get special boy stones and things like that than get maps. And also one last thing would be the progression things. What are you going to do with those? Will they drop a lot of things to craft? Will they not? Of course, don't know. I'm actually quite hyped about this because remember, in the end, leaks were something to experiment, to you see changes, to be excited for changes, not trying to be stale. Path of Exile didn't become such a beloved game, but being stale, they had to take risks. Sometimes it was fine. Sometimes they had to actually make a lot of changes. Remember how Bestiary was at the beginning, or Abyss, or Delve. You could go the whole league without finding one all, or finding one leech, or on Breach you had the super dangerous S breaches where you could get stun locked and killed in like 0.1 second. Legion destroyed a lot of people. The Market Legions are still one of the most dangerous ones, but not as much anymore. Harbinger was annoying. Sentinel at the beginning was kind of cool, and now they have put it again. Ultimatum also got a lot of changes, and now you have it again. It's just a constant change. Now, of course, there are not going to be many league changes. Let's say they will change some things, but not anything apart from the extra mods that we will get. But I'm, let's say, hopeful that this makes us able to experiment a lot and to try and fail or try and win. As you might expect, of course, the trade league is going to have a lot of advantages, and in this case, you won't have many problems if you buy them to get some meat idols for the strat that you want to do, or you can experiment on many of those. And of course, the roles that are better, that are higher, that are rarer, are going to be very expensive, but that also lets you do kind of like an idle farm if you want to do. You are just going to spam your map as always, like your classic delirium map, etc., or something like that. Spamming full one map, not even doing the Maven thingy, or doing Exarch or Eater of Worlds, and just farm the one that you want, and you will get idols, and you can sell them, and people are going to be hyped about some idols and sad about some idols. Some people are going to do their cool strats. Some people are going to farm to get just the mechanic that they want. For example, I can do like Delve. I'm not a super, let's say, deep delver, but I do go and get to around 300, 400, and then just go to the sides. I don't have a super tanky build usually, but I can still get those cool fossil nodes and bosses to get some cool loot. And as you know, fossils and other things are always going to be in demand because crafting in Path of Exile 1 is actually quite big. Now, of course, you have seen the extra essences thing that is also kind of hype because getting more deafenings is always going to be good for people. But that is everything I wanted to say. I don't want to get more of your time. And of course, I will try to get the last Path of Exile things going away. They're not likely to be popular, but we are just going to get those. And I will see you on the next video.